What's up? What's up, world? It's your boy Shawn Max Speaks, man. Salute everybody out there. Welcome to VOL, Vision Out Loud. Beautiful day, man. First authentic video. You know, I've been doing this, as I said in my previous video, and I'm just really getting into the grind of it, man. Really, building my foundation of everything that I love, man. Everything that I support, everything that I do. And I'm excited. Again, I'm always excited when I'm on here. I'm always excited anytime I'm sitting down talking to people. If I'm in front of a group of people, if I'm in a crowd, whatever, man. If I'm using my voice, man, or I'm just, attempting to, just uplift somebody or standing on the sideline cheering for anybody, man, that I know or the whole team, man, just to get to the next level, to win, to be accomplished in whatever it is that they doing, man. I big up all that, man. I love that. I love doing this right here, what I'm doing, man. But at the same time of me doing this, man, you see somebody who was fearful. You see somebody who, invested in all this equipment and everything else, books and all this different types of stuff, man, and yet still was fearful to stand up, Like, I was fearful to stand up when I was a kid. So this is my story, man. When I was a kid, when I was young, I never wanted to raise my hand. I never wanted to be in front of the class. I never wanted to do anything when a spotlight and a shine was on me. I did not want to be involved with it. I did not want to. I would flick. I would, flick school, which means, I don't know, I'm old school, but which means I would leave school. I would do whatever I have to do, fake sick, to get out of that situation. Even when I was in the military, I would do the same thing. So it was a fear in me to stand out, right? And so it's crazy that I'm doing this. It's crazy that throughout, once I crossed over and got rid of all that BS that I was on, man, that this was my thing. You know what I mean? But I've been doing this since I was young. I just didn't want that big stage. I didn't want all that, none of this social media, none of that, man. So I always tap myself on the back because this is what I'm doing. You know what I mean? So through fear, through trials, through, just figuring myself out, through understanding myself, learning myself, paying attention to myself, and watching myself, man, I am able to sit here in front of you, in front of this camera, and post this on social media and any other place where I posted that, man, and I'm able to do it. And the main reason is because of self-awareness. I became aware of myself. I became aware of my fears. I started questioning, like, why I do certain things. I started questioning my movements. I started questioning my place in life. I started questioning myself, who I was, and why I'm on this earth, and everything, man. I just became self-aware, and that's the main whole goal of this whole video today, is just self-awareness. Now, I don't try to become a teacher or a motivational speaker. I like to make people aware of who they are and let them take it and let them go with it. Like, I put it in their face. I do everything that I need to do, man. If I can see it and if I'm aware of it, like, you doing this, you doing that, question why you doing that. It's the same thing that I did for myself, and a lot of people don't do it. So that's why motivation for a lot of people don't work, because it's easy to be like, you can do it, you can make it. Go, keep trying harder. Don't give up. You're great. You're all those great words that people throw out there to people. But the main thing I believe that people miss, the people that's saying all these words, the thing that they miss is that you talking to somebody that's broken. You talking to somebody that's not even aware that they are great. You see what I'm saying? They're not even focused, that their mind is somewhere else. Their mind is on losing and failing and fear and scariness and low self-esteem and self-consciousness about themselves. So they're not even aware of how great they are. They're not even aware of it. They hear your words and it's dope. That's why people always go back like you speak or you put out videos, people always go back because they feed that. They take it, but they don't never use it. Why? Because they don't know how to use it. You see what I'm saying? And I was the same exact way. I would listen to this stuff. I would travel across the world, man, to go to different seminars and everywhere, just to find out like this shit ain't working for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then I would start blaming the people. I would blame the speaker. I would blame the book I'm reading or whoever else. Like, this is BS. And then I had to sit down and just, boom, it's like that. It's an awareness that happens, man. And it's not like somebody tell you, not for me anyway, but it's an awareness. And you just sit back and you begin to ask yourself questions. You begin to look at your place in life. That's why, like most older people, the older they get, the more they begin to contemplate their life, like their stands, where they are in life, and in their money situation, and their kids growing up, and everything. And they start like, wait a minute, I'm 50 years old, I need to go back to school. I'm 45, I need to change careers, or I need to do something different. I need to, I catch on to this business that these people marketing because I need extra money, because the world is evolving. Technology is evolving. Business is evolving, but you're not evolving. And so you miss a lot of stuff because you still at that standpoint, and it's all because of what? You're not aware of yourself. You're fearful to do anything. You're fearful to step outside the box. You're fearful to politic and to navigate. You're fearful to journey down that unknown, uncertain road, right? So you stay where you are. And I was the same exact way. I stood there. I stayed there. Even though I was out here talking to people and doing this and doing that, I wasn't even moving myself, but I began to start watching people move. I began to like speaking to people and just giving them whatever it was I can give them, and then just watch them take off like, damn. You know what I mean? Like, but I wasn't practicing what I was preaching because I wasn't doing the same thing for me. And then I had to stop, take a break from everything, man, and become aware of myself, become aware of everything that I was doing that was wrong. Everything that was holding me back. And it's a lot of people, man, that's in that same boat. There's a lot of unhappy people in the world, period. And it's because, it's because you're not aware of who you are. You follow somebody else. You take a part of somebody else's personality, their soul, their movement. The only way that you really get excited is when somebody give you a thumbs up or big you up about something, and then you use that, but then it wears off, and then now you back into depression mode. Now you back into I'm stressed out, I'm unhappy. You dig what I'm saying? When I went to Florida years back, me and my wife, we went to Florida, and I was like, this is beautiful here, man. This is just amazing here. So I'm from the north, so when I went to Florida, I'm like sunny all year round. When you wake up, look out my hotel window, man, palm trees, nice cars. You see boats crossing. Took a walk this down the beach, man. See yachts right there. Was able to just touch the yacht, water right there. See homeless people fishing right there and everything. And I was like, to live here, man, to see this beauty every single day, man, this got to be motivating. You know what I mean? Like, how can a person be depressed? How can a person be stressed? How can somebody just not enjoy this on a day-to-day basis? Even if you just laying in the bed and your windows is cracked and you waking up in the morning, you hear the birds chirping, right? Like since I'm from the north where it's cold at all the time, and all you see is snow and this and that throughout the winter and the fall winter seasons, and rain and whatnot, trees dying out, no leaves, no nothing. As soon as we get some sun, some little bit of sun, as soon as you start hearing those birds chirping, I hear lawnmowers cutting grass, and I'm like, this is it. You dig what I'm saying? Like, and eventually I'm gonna get tired of those lawnmowers and whatnot. But in the beginning, it's like, yes, okay, we back in the spring, we back in the summer. This is beautiful, man. I love this, right? So when you in like Florida, California, beautiful places that I've been, man, you like, man, how can y'all do like so much, like people offing themselves and people killing themselves and everything like that, right? This crazy stuff, man. People just depressed and not happy. Like, you're like, my God, man, it's a lot of opportunity here. It's a lot of richfulness here in the land and whatnot. This as far as this feeling the universe and the atmosphere, how things is moving. And so you feel that. And yet still you don't get excited about it. So whenever if you wake up in the morning, man, and you depressed after you've been through a long winter or whatever, it's something deeper than that. You know what I mean? And then that's when you need to become self-aware of yourself, man, and really pay attention to like, okay, what the hell is this, man? Right? You see what I'm saying? Because again, man, life have everything figured out. The trees is cool. The moon, the sun, everything, the stars, the rain, the clouds, the snow, the sun, everything is cool. The grass, the birds, animals, everything is doing exactly what it's supposed to do. It rises up, it goes down, it dies off, it grows back. Everything is in order except us, except for humans. You think what I'm saying? Except for us people, man, because we up and down. We hype, we down, we stress, we unhappy, we miserable, all this crazy stuff, man. And we blame it on everything else and everybody else, but we never sit down and take time to look at ourselves and be like, man, is it me? You know what I'm saying? Like that, but that's exactly what I had to do. Because I was in the rock bottom, been in rock bottom. Dark places, lived in dark places. Crying and asking God and the universe and whoever the creator is and whatnot, yeah, I need help, man. I need this, I need that. Whatever, where you at? I'm a good person, I'm this, I'm that. And yet still I'm unhappy. You see what I mean? So once I began to take inventory of myself, man, and began to really pay attention to the things that I was doing when I was out, the things I was doing when I was in my house, wherever, at work, wherever I was at, I began to pay attention. I began to watch myself and then question why you do that. You know you shouldn't have did that. Okay, why you act so fearful over there? You know shouldn't. And then I start pinpoint like, okay, it started back then. It started when I was over here, right? Because when I was young, when I was 16, I sat in the auditorium, man, and I just had this amazing vision of myself standing on stage with a mic in my hand, not knowing what I was doing. I just knew I was watching the talent show at the school, and then I was just so like, oh my God, man, this is you know, I just blacked out and was somewhere else within my own self. And then once I came to, I was like, nah, that can't never happen. You know what I'm saying? I'm not good enough. That can't never happen. Me standing on there, I'm too scared. You know what I mean? When I did have to stand up in front of the class and read my essay or whatever it was I had to read, I was shaking. You know, I wasn't even a drinker, but when I was 17, I had to do a play. And in order for me just to build up the nerve, me and my homie went and brought a beer and drunk the beer just to try to see if we can get drunk. Because he's like, hey, man, just get a beer, man. That knocked the nerve up. And just to see if that's how bad it was. You see what I'm saying, man? But today, this is what I'm doing. So I had to pay attention to myself. I had to become self-aware of everything that I was doing about myself, man, and fix that and fix it quick, or I was gonna head this way. You dig? And that's what a lot of people doing. A lot of people was heading downhill, man. They fearful of who they are. That you don't even know who you are. You see what I'm saying? That's why, once again, motivation, all these different videos, all these different books, it ain't going to work until you pay attention to yourself. So I can't go on and on with all my different ideas that I got and different, you know, words and everything else that I want to put out there until I just let people know, man, first off, the first thing is, man, of anything is self. It's you. It's nobody else. Why you think so many people in prison? Why you think so many people is in the grave? Why you think so many people is killing themselves and suffering from like different drug addictions and whatnot, right? Because they're unhappy with themselves, and their upbringing, their childhood, the shit that they had to go through, the parents and everything else that this wasn't right and that was crooked and everything, man. Bullying, all that stuff goes into place. All that stuff has been placed up into the mindset, man, and we got to deal with that on a day-to-day basis. If you've been bullied, everything else, you become self-conscious about a part of your body. You become self-conscious about everything on you, and then you live with that, man, and then you wonder why you don't do nothing. You wonder why you had these visions of yourself being great or ideas of yourself just being wonderful, but you can't live up to it. That's why this is Vision Out Loud. Vision yourself, man, doing the greatest thing that you see yourself doing. We all got imagination. We all got fantasies. We all got dreams. And we all got visions, and we see it. We can go to sleep and have a dream. A dream and a vision is completely different. You can dream a dream, and it can be anything. But you can vision some stuff about yourself, or you can sit there and doze off for 5 minutes and have visions of you or visions of this and this. Like, whoa, what was that? And it don't line up with what it is, what you are today. But it's trying to tell you, it's trying to get you to a point like, this is really who you are, but because you got all this BS on you, and you got all this on you, and you don't even know exactly who you are because you following this person, you following that person, you acting like this, and the only reason you got that is because you thought that was cool, and you wasn't aware of yourself, and you didn't even believe that you was good enough. So you got to begin to believe in yourself, man. You got to begin to love yourself in a way that can't nobody else love you. You have to do it, man. You can't even give love to your kids or to your wife or to your girl or your significant other if you don't first, man, pay attention to yourself. Most people ain't aware of themselves also because they worry about what everybody else say. And they don't want to show their true colors to people because the world can be so hypocritical and so evil and so ruthless that, you keep it bundled up. You keep it hidden. I was the same way again when I didn't want to stand up. I didn't want the light on me. I didn't want nobody like, you know what I'm saying? I'm nervous and I'm shaking and whatnot. I didn't want that. But we got to get over that. And that's the way that this is how all the growth starts in life, man, in your life, in my life, in everybody's life, man. It's by jumping over that hurdle of worrying about what everybody got to say, worrying about people's judgment, worrying about if people gonna like you, if people gonna say something mean to you. Who gives a damn about anybody else? Because at the end of the day, it's you. We born, we live, we go through life, we live life, and then we leave this place, right? Don't spend all your life, man, and all your time and all the stress and everything worrying about other people and not focusing on yourself and then hiding yourself from yourself and everybody else because you scared of what people gonna say, or you scared of yourself, or you scared to find out how dope you really are. And that's why I tell people, vision out loud, man. Get your vision out and make it loud, because in secret you see yourself doing great things, but you fearful to let it shine. You fearful to put it out there. You fearful to be you. You see what I'm saying? So self-awareness. So before all this motivation, BS, and all this other crazy stuff, and even going to churches, man, before all that starts, man, you got to work on your brain. You got to work on your soul, yourself, man. You got to look at yourself and be like, okay, I'm the problem. We can blame everybody else all we want to. You dig? But we are the problem. We can walk away from anything. We can say no to drugs. We can be and I know it's not easy, but we can be left in the cold by our parents, given up on by our parents. But that don't mean that you take that and be like, that's it. I'm going to do drugs. I got so much hurt and so much pain in me. I'm giving it up, and then you lose who you really are. And you just don't know what you can turn out to be if you just live for self. Because you understand, man, life is the meaning of everything. Life, like, why am I here? Because life, man, it's a purpose. You know what is a purpose? Life. You dig what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? People like in the hospital fighting and for their life, man, and just be like, man, if I can just get another shot and I just be cool with just working and enjoying life and going to the beach and doing this and doing that. Everything ain't always about money. You know, want to be famous, want to be this. It's about peace, happiness, love, and joy, man, and just being able to chill. Excuse me. That's what it's all about, man. So we got to be aware, man. A self, man, and we cannot worry about what everybody else think about who we are, what we doing. Do whatever it is you need to do, man. Put it out there. You think what I'm saying? Try. Keep trying. My son always complained about Fortnite. Always. Yeah, big Fortnite. Everybody know about Fortnite, video game Fortnite. And my oldest son he's dope at it. I mean, he's got the whole thing down to a T. He's a master builder, everything, right? And my youngest son is not. He gets so bent out of shape about it. And so I began just to watch him play, and I'm like, so is this the regular game? He's like, no, this is just the playground. You know, you just play around and build stuff. And he always would just play around. I'm like, well, the thing is, you ain't never putting no effort to you getting better. You ain't trying to get better. You just playing around. You shooting in the sky. You doing this. You ain't even trying. And he's like, well, I don't know. I'm like, but listen though, your brother is dope at this game. I was like, why don't you ask him to teach you how to play? And he looked at me like, oh yeah. And so my oldest son began to teach my youngest son how to play the game. And now my youngest son is just like, I'm going to be the best at this. Look, Daddy, look at what I can do. I can be anywhere. Look what I can do. Look how I can build and turn and build and turn. Because my oldest son began to, and now it built up his confidence. That's in the video game, but it also teaches him about just the basics and the fundamentals of life, as far as go through the grind. Start from the bottom. Be the beginner. You don't got to always open your mouth and think you know everything. You don't always got to just sit back, shut up, and learn. And let your brother teach you, right? Let other people that know something, let them teach you, or whatever, man. Or just sit down and pay attention. Pay attention to yourself and be like, damn, I didn't even pay attention. I was just sitting, wasting all this time, just running around, not even doing it, just running around. And everybody else is learning. Everybody else is building. Everybody else is getting the basics down, and I wasn't even doing that. And that's all that go hand in hand, man, with just learning about yourself. If you got people around you, man, that sees greatness and that sees like something different, that can see a light in you, listen to them, man. You know what I mean? Especially if it's 100, if it's authentic, because people will get offended. People do. I have offended, and not on purpose, man. But I have offended people because I was strict to the point about people. Like, get your in order, man. Quit doing this and quit doing that, and they get offended by it. And I'm about to end it. And once they get offended, I can lose a relationship because I'm just being truthful. Like, I see your potential, but I see all the goofy and the dumb stuff that you're doing. Now, why are you doing that and doing this and posting videos out you doing? That's not you. You know what I'm saying? Like, that, why are you doing that? Oh man, whatever. Lose friendships or get into arguments or whatever it may be, and then all of a sudden somebody else tell them. Somebody that they don't even know tell them the same thing that I told them. Now they thinking. Then all of a sudden they read a book or open up a book or go to church or whatever else, and somebody else tell them, or they read it, and then they sit down and be like, oh, you can't run from it. The truth hurts, man. That's why you can offend people. That's why people get bent out of shape, because the truth hurts. And when you tell somebody the truth, because you really, I'm a cheerleader for people, man. When you really want to see people win, you really want to see people get it, people be like, man, what you talking about? What you do? And then they'll come back and be like, bro, I got it. I got what you was saying, man. I was looking at you like you was crazy. I was ready to cut you out and blah, 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 but I got it now. So sometimes you can give people stuff and it take them they won't accept it because it's coming from somebody that's close. But then somebody that they don't know, or they open up a book that they ain't never opened up before, and they read something out of the whole book. They read something that's like, oh, that's it. That's me. And when you realize that that's you, when you some people get it, some people don't, but when you realize that that's you, man, that's what you've been doing, and that's what's been hindering you. And that's how you are. And it's something that seems like it's negative and it's painful. You begin to be aware all the time of when you're doing something wrong. So anyway, man, be relentless in your pursuit of self-awareness, of who you are, of what it is you want to be, man. Not even what it is you want to be, just who you supposed to be. And live that life, man. Live that truth, man. No fear, no worry, but that's the whole basis of it. That's the whole beginning of true understanding of life and yourself and your meaning and your purpose and your movement, because everything is being erased off of you. All the BS of chasing after things in the world and chasing after this and becoming that, and you don't even know who you are. And then at the end of the day, man, you can wake up every single day, every single moment happy, joyful, just full of life, full of push. I'm telling you, man, it works for me, man. And I believe and I know it's factual. I know it's true, man. A lot of people have done it. A lot of people have did it. A lot of people have been pushing that way. So at the end of the day, man, it's all about y'all. It's all about you, man. I salute everybody out there. I'm Shawn Max Speaks. It's Vision Out Loud, man. I'm bigging this up, man, because I'm so energetic, man. Just continue on with this journey. Continue on with this push for myself. Every Monday, man, I'm gonna be dropping the video. Every once a week. And check me out, man, on Instagram. You can check me out on Facebook, on Twitter. I'm gonna drop all the info down at the bottom. Most of it is all Shawn Max Speaks. You will see me on there, man. Hey, but big up everybody out there, man. Keep living your life. Keep moving. Keep pushing. Keep fighting, man. Believe in yourself. Love yourself. This VOL is Vision Out Loud. Hit that like button, hit that bell, subscribe, man. I appreciate y'all, man. I salute y'all, man. Keep doing it, keep moving, keep forth, man. I'll see y'all next time.